Whether you're building an internal tool or client portal in Softr, you want the summary cards to be perfect, giving precise information in a quick overview. But a lot of our clients found it a little tricky to put effective summary cards in Softr dashboard. So today I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can build these summary cards or KPI cards or metric cards or whatever you want to call them in Softr dashboard. Let's dive right in. Metric block is the classic. If you want clean, professional looking cards that can be built under 60 seconds, you can use the metric block that comes natively in the Softr dashboard. Before starting with Softr, let's first look at the data that we are going to use. I have my database in Airtable. This is one of the tables that we are going to use. It's a simple table which consists of name and a serial number depicting the name of the employees and their respective serial number. So let's see how we can make this table represent in the form of metric card. So this is my Softr Studio app, a fresh page. I'll click on the plus sign and in the blocks. First of all, I'm going to create a container. So let's search container. Let's add 4 columns. So now we have 4 cards. I'm going to click on the first card and search for metric. So let's click on it. We got our first metric card, which is the default template provided by Softr. Step 2 is we need to connect the data source. Let's select the employees table and let's move on to the content tab. And here we have title. So let's give a title for this. Let's say total employees. And in the metric section, let me give count all. So now we have the value here in the metric card, and now there are different sections that we can explore. For example, color coding, which gives 2 options. One is single and the other one is conditional. This is the color that we can give to the metric number. So let me change the color of the metric just for an example. So let me copy this color and then let's move to the style section. So there are different containers and blocks and sections that we can style in the metric card, but our main focus will be on metric title and metric. Let's go to metric title. Metric title has nothing but this text up here above the number, and metric is the number itself. I'm fine with the metric title style, so let's go to the metric and I'm going to make it large. The first card is ready, so let's click on the second card. Let's search metric again. Let's click on it. I'm going to fill the other blocks with metric as well. So let me show you all the different tables that we are going to use. We have a today's attendance table, which has the list of all the employees, and another column which is attendance, which represents 1 as present and 0 as absent. And the next table is product dispatch table, which has product and total number of products that has been dispatched. And the final table is a simple 1-row table which has pending and the number of pending approvals. Let's go to the second metric block. Select today's attendance as data source. Let's switch to content and let's give it the title as today's attendance. Let's put sum and attendance. Now we have the number of employees that has been populated in the metric block. I'm going to change the color of the metric, and in the styles tab I'm going to change the size. Same let's do for the third block. So let's go to the final block. So let's preview how this looks. So there you go, we have the summary cards displayed in the metric style. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. There are a couple of things that you need to know about metric cards. The good thing about metric card is it has a feature called last updated. So it can be given to the user to refresh. It will show you when it was last updated, and you could also refresh it on demand. However, you should know the metric cards can be used only to display numbers. If you have anything other than numerical values, metric cards won't work. If you want to display, for example, your top contractor or top client in the summary card, metric cards cannot handle the text content, which brings us to the second method, grid blocks. If the summary you want to show is not just numbers, the best option you got is grid blocks. Originally, grid blocks was designed to show list of items, but let's repurpose it for summary cards. For this, you need a table where each row is a different metric. So just like how I have populated here, there are 3 columns: category, category values, and image. So category is simply text field, but category values as dynamic type of data. The total sales for the month is like a number, and the best contractor is a text. Profit percentage is of type percentage, and overhead charges is again a number. I've also added a document column and I've added certain images. So let's see how we can use this table to represent the grid block in Softr. Let's go to the Softr Studio. I'm going to search for grid. So this is the default grid UI given by Softr, but let's modify it according to our style. First step is I'm going to select the data source, which is the grid table. By default, all the images that I have put in the table have already been populated here in the grid block. So let's go to the content. Let's explore the image. So as you can see here, the image that we have in the table has been mapped to the grid block. The other thing is the tags. There is tag 1 and tag 2 in each card, but we don't need tags, so let's just hide it. There is a heading and there's a text category. First of all, I'll delete this and I'll add a new field saying category values. If you're not happy with the default styling given by Softr, you can always go to the styling of each text by selecting on the paintbrush. So let's say text. I would like to make it a little bolder and a different color. If we scroll down, we can see there's a search bar here, and we don't need a search bar for a KPI card or a summary card. So let's just switch it off. And there's also a button called add record, which will be there in the next tab, actions. We won't be needing that as well, so let's delete it. In the style section, of course, there are a lot of elements. If you want to customize more, you can always go and make changes here. Let's preview this and see how it looks like. We have a summary card created using grid block, but I'm not quite happy with the styling. Let's go to the Softr App Studio again. Let's go to the content. Let's change styling here. I want the values to be more prominent. Let's change the style there. I'm going to make this as heading, and I'm going to make it as heading 1. I want the category to be text. Let's change the color of the values by going to text. Let's go to text and change the value to be blue. So let's preview this and see how this looks like now. So yeah, this looks far better than the previous one we had, and I'm pretty happy with this. Let's move on to the final method, AI vibe coding. While the last two methods were absolutely fine, the aesthetics of it was not quite good. If you want a more modern design, you can always choose the AI vibe coding block. Let's start by using an example. I'm going to click the block. Under AI, let's select vibe coding block. First step is let's connect the data source. I'm going to select the grid table, the same table that we chose for the grid block. Let's go to chat and let's say create professional looking KPI cards. Let's see what the AI cooks up. The AI came up with the design and it showed in a grid system, which is similar to what we have designed in the previous example. There are few changes that we can make either by going to the content tab. The AI used a code to generate this grid cards. If you're comfortable with coding, you can always make changes in the code here and see the changes in the live preview. Or you can always again prompt the AI for a better design. So that's what I'm going to do now. Let me go to the chat. Give me a better design. Okay, that's not bad, but I want all the cards to be compact and I want all the 4 cards to be in a single row. So let's ask that. I want all the cards to be in a single row with compact styling. It looks perfect to me. Let's preview this and see. So there you go. Just by giving prompts, AI can give you a certain type of design. What you have to remember is AI cannot reproduce the same styling and design every time that you have given the prompt. The styling changes and it's very hard to reproduce the same style. So it can become quite difficult to maintain the branding and styling in a long term. So keep that in mind and use AI if that works for you. So now that we have seen the 3 methods that can be used to create summary cards, which one would you prefer? Personally, I like the AI vibe coding, because it's my jam, because it has the wow factor. So let me know in the comments which one would you prefer, which one would you use for your business. Feel free to contact us if you have any queries. Happy building.